highly inconsiderate. Krishna's inconsiderate. Lord Chaitanya as well. Lord Nityananda is really inconsiderate. He's aloof, meaning he is so intoxicated with love of God that his behavior is at times erratic, highly spontaneous, but always inspiring love for Lord Gauranga. So wandering around Nadia in the mood of a little boy, and then just wanting so badly Lord Gauranga's association, he ran to Satyamata's house so fast that his little loincloth fell off. He stopped and very quickly made that loincloth into a very beautiful turban. And he entered Satyamata's courtyard where Lord Chaitanya was with Vishnu Priya. And she sees Nitai enter wearing nothing but a most elaborate turban. And she panicked and ran into the inner house. And Sachi saw, what's going on? She said, look at your elder son. She looked out the window, and Mother Sachi just started laughing in maternal affection. So, this is, you could call eccentric, divinely eccentric. But you can't just say that somebody who's eccentric, you just can't label them an attitude. Because to qualify, it has to have the ability to, in every deed and word, inspire ecstatic love for Krishna. So Jagai and Madhai, when Jaya and Vijaya were cursed by the four Kumaras to take 3 births in this world as demons, that we all know from Srimad Bhagavatam. The hidden truths of Srimad Bhagavatam are revealed in Chaitanya Lila. That Jaya and Vijaya, after concluding their 3 sentences in Satya, Treta, Dvapara Yuga successively, they wanted to come back. They voluntarily returned for a 4th role as demons because they wanted the most coveted, cherished aspiration, the mercy of Lord Nityananda. So, Lord Chaitanya gave his order to Lord Nityananda, to all the devotees, and ordered Lord Nityananda to go with Haridas Thakur, who is the Sankirtan partner. And he gave them the instruction, whoever you meet, going door to door, tell them, Bolo Krishna, Bhaja Krishna, Krishna Kora Siksha, Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Bhagavad. Worship Krishna, chant Krishna's name, serve Krishna. Develop your love for Krishna. Krishna's our mother. He's our father. He's the life and soul of every living entity. Taking that order upon their heads, they went door to door. Most people appreciated them. Some ignored them. Some avoided them. And some abused them. And then they came upon now, there are 6, the 3 yugas, in which the 2 of them personified the totality, Kam, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Maya, lust, anger, greed, pride, delusion, and envy, were embodied in Hiranyakashipu, Ravana Kumbhakarna, Shishupala, and Dantavaka. They each embodied those 6 demoniac qualities. Jagai and Madhai, or just take Jagai, he embodied all of those evils of all those demons, and Madhai was even worse. It's not that they're like ordinary drunkards or even ordinary terrorists. Their atrocities are such that we couldn't reveal in an assembly relations. Just to give a hint, burn down houses, murder brahmanas, and then it just gets worse and worse, but we don't want to become graphic. And everybody knew they could kill anybody for no reason at all, so people stayed away from them. So the Lord Nityananda saw them. And they were always fighting, but because everybody ran from them, they would have to spend a lot of the time fighting with each other. So they were fighting with each other. And Lord Nityananda thought, that's strange. And he asked some of the locals, who are they? And he told them, they're born in Brahmin families by bad association. They become the worst Rakshasas. And hearing that, Lord Nityananda's heart melted out of compassion. And he approached him with the message Lord Gauranga had instructed. Bolo Krishna, Vaja Krishna, Krishna Gaura Siksha. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Pranada. Hearing that, they erupted into a fiery rage and tried to grab Haridas and Nitai to, you know what? So Haridas and Nityananda turned and ran. Jagai and Madhai running after them, catch them, kill them. Now, Haridas Thakur at this point is old. But while they're running, they're joking with each other. It's a pastime. For Lord Nityananda, it's just too much fun. And Haridas said to Nitai, you are a madman. He said, no, not me. It's Lord Gauranga who gave the order. Behind closed doors, in safety, in comfort, acting like a king, although he's supposed to be a devotee. His order got us in this trouble. And you're used to it, Haridas. You're referring to the time he was beaten with the intention to kill in a public disgrace by the assembly of all the Muslim executioners, ordered to public execution. Disgraceful. Shameful. So Lord did them, you're used to this. He said, no. Back then, I was protected by Lord Gauranga because but today, your madness has put our lives in danger. And they're running and joking and laughing. Jagai and Madhai right in hot pursuit, trying to grab them, to kill them, insulted that somebody would dare to preach to them, to counsel them. So when they came to Srivasa's house, Nitai and Haridas made a quick right-hand turn. Right in the house, Jagai and Madhai were so intoxicated they didn't even notice. They kept running until they realized, where'd they go? So Nitai and Haridas come into Srivasa. You know, Haridas was somewhat traumatized at this point. Lord Nityananda's laughing. Lord Chaitanya said, what's going on? And Haridas said, I told him. synopsis. And then Haridas Thakur revealed to Advaitacharya that I can't go out preaching with him anymore. I've kept it to myself until today, but no more. You know what it's like preaching with him? When the Ganges swells and is full of crocodiles, he jumps in the current and plays with the crocodiles, leaving me on shore, calling for help, and he just laughs. He climbs on the back of a bull, naked, roaming around town, telling the girls, I'm Mahesh, marry me. Then he rides off on the bull. The girl's father comes out. I get caught. He goes and drinks the milk of a cow in the field. Then he runs to tell the cowherd man that I drank the milk. I get all the blame. He runs away. On and on. He's telling the Avadut pastimes. And it is becoming more and more ecstatic until he couldn't control himself anymore. And so well, this is actually quite natural. Because Nitai is a madman, totally intoxicated with Krishna Prema. So naturally he's going to seek the association of madmen who are intoxicated. But I predict that Jagai and Madhava will be dancing with us in Nam Sankirtan. Because it is Lord Nityananda's desire that they be delivered, it's already done. The rest is just a formality. So, Lord Nityananda went out preaching by himself. During which time, Lord Gauranga passed through the camp of Jagai and Madhava because they were nomadic. They would spread their terror, and when all the houses were burned down and everybody had left, vacated, they go on to the next village, terrorize. So they camp out in different places. Lord Chaitanya happened to wander through their camp. He said, hey, Nimai, we like your singing. So nice how you glorify Mangala Chanti, Durga. Lord Chaitanya didn't even respond. Just went the other way. And that was actually the beginning of their good fortune. It was their Agyata Sukriti because they were camped out near Sri Vasangan, and when they heard the kirtan, they started to dance the night before. Next day, they met Lord Gauranga, but he wouldn't have anything to do with them. He went back to Sri Vasangan and continued in the kirtan. Haridas. Lord Nityananda, without Haridas. Following the footsteps of Lord Gauranga, came to the camp of Jagai and Madhava and repeated his message. Lord Gauranga has descended to this world and is instructing everyone through us, Bolo Krishna, Bhaja Krishna, Krishna Goda Siksha. Worship Krishna, chant his holy name, surrender to Krishna. He is our mother, he's our father, he's our life and soul, the treasure of our hearts. Believe it. He's come back to counsel us again. And Madhava flew into such a rage. Took a jagged, broken wine pot, hurled it with all his strength, smashed on Lord Nityananda's moonlight forehead, and the blood flowed down his face, drenched his chadar. And he looked at him with such compassion. You think because you've struck me, I will not give you love of God? And seeing this, Jagai had a complete transformation of heart. His heart melted. Madai was still in a rage and Jagai restrained him. What are you doing? Can't you see this sadhu is our friend? Word got back to Sri Varsana. Lord Gauranga, in a rage, came instantly, surveyed the scene, raised his hand in the air and called out, Chakra, Chakra. Sudarshan Chakra appeared, whirling around with the two brothers. Now, formerly, Lord Gauranga had assured that if they ever cross paths with me, I will cut them to pieces with my chakra. And Lord Nityananda began to cry. He said, that's not a very great thing. That's the function of Kalki, whose time has not yet come. If you're going to kill them, you'll have to kill everybody, because everybody in Kali Yuga is more or less like Jagai and Madhava. So now he's acting out his promise. He's invoked Sudarshan Chakra. And that is not exactly what Lord Nityananda had intended. So he fell at the feet of Lord Gauranga and said, it's not what you're thinking. It was an accident. And besides, today, Jagai saved my life. And hearing that, Lord Gauranga's mood completely changes. What do you mean? He said, Madai would have finished me off, but Jagai restrained him. Hearing that, Lord Gauranga embraced who fell down at the feet of Mahaprabhu, manifesting the Astrasatika Bhavas, Krishna prayer, all with a faltering voice chanting Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And then Madai thought, well, that was easy. He fell at the feet of Lord Chaitanya and cried out, mercy. Lord Chaitanya backed off and said, for you, there is no hope of mercy. Now, in other ages, the demons and devotees lived in different universes. Hiranyaksha on earth. Ra in heavenly planets. In the Treta Yuga, demons and devotees lived on different continents. Ram in India, Ravana in Sri Lanka. The Dwapara Yuga, demons and devotees lived in different families, Kauravas and Pandavas. Kali Yuga, demon and devotees live in the same body. So, utilizing that principle, Maharaj said that to Lord Chaitanya that actually, us brothers, we're like one soul in two bodies. So how can you bestow love of God upon him and condemn me? He said, because you've added fresh offense by offending the Lord Nityananda. Not that he took offense, but Lord Gauranga did. Now Sudarshan Chakra is hovering around Vrindavan. And he said, I see that it's all over for me now. And misdeeds have caught up to me. I beg you, can you only tell me if in any yuga there will ever be any hope for my soul? And then Lord Nityananda intervened. He told Lord Gauranga that found treasure there. He fell at Lord Nityananda's feet. Lord Nityananda forgave him. And blessed with love of God, he fell down beside his Janghai, overwhelmed with Asvasanta Kabbalas, chanting Hare Krishna with his brother. Nevertheless, over the upcoming days, Madhai was haunted by the memories of his atrocities. So he and even Lord Chaitanya couldn't cheer him up. Day and night he would cry. He couldn't eat. The devotees tried to encourage him. Nothing worked. He was so deeply morose. And then he understood. He followed Lord Nityananda into a secluded place and fell at his lotus feet and confided in him that I'm haunted by memories. Now that I'm sober, which I never was before, it's all becoming clear to me. And what I see tormented me all through the night and day, like Leanda's slaves of the Ganges, are abused women, mutilated brahmanas, orphan children, all reduced to such condition by me. I hear their screams, I see their faces, but how can I beg forgiveness? Where would I ever find them? And I know how you have showed your mercy in the past. You gave a few examples. When Dravida just approached you when you were with your gopis, and she was making funny faces, and you killed her. When Jamuna hesitated to answer your call because she was thinking, you were drunk, and you were marooned. She just hesitated. And with your plow, you carved a whole new channel to bring her to you by force. And, when the Kauravas kidnapped Samba, Lakshmana, and you went to negotiate, and they weren't cooperating, you took your plow and you dragged the whole city of Hastinapur, separated from the earth, dragging into the Ganges. Those offenses were insignificant compared to mine, and yet you haven't punished me, or killed me, or liberated me, like you did with all the demons thus of yore. You bestowed me upon me love of God. This is too inconceivable. But I have an idea. What I told you about. If I took up the menial service of constructing a bathing ghats to serve the pilgrims to Ganges, and I stood there and begged forgiveness from each and every one of them, my soul could find some solace. Now consider that Hiranyakashipu never had the opportunity to beg forgiveness from God. Or did he? Because Madai is the embodiment of Hiranyakashipu. is living in Navadvip at this time who is beloved? We don't know for sure that he came to the bathing god, but most likely he must have. So Madai with spade in hand, carving out the steps, laying the stones. And people, and then begging everyone, if I've ever offended you, please try to find it in your heart to forgive me because Lord Nityananda has forgiven me. And people, they were questioning, is this really even Madai? So one man, he took up a stone and threw it at him, hit him in the head. Madai picked up the stone and handed it back. Said, yes, it is Madai. And I am the living testament of Lord Nityananda's verse. And the descendants of Madai are proud of their patriarch, who stood like a monument to the mercy of Lord Nityananda at the bank of the Ganges in those days, to bear testimony to the infinite love and grace of Lord Nityananda. Now, the important thing to consider is that after that, Lord Nityananda did not go to door begging everyone, falling at their feet as he did before, Bola Krishna, Bhaja Krishna, Krishna, Bola Siksha, Krishna, Mata Krishna, Gita, Krishna, Ramadan. He didn't change the message, he adjusted it. Just like Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati praised in Srila Prabhupada's Vyas Puja offering. Same message, but in new dress. Ocean of mercy, divine grace. He adjusted that order given by Mahaprabhu. And he continued going to door with a different message. Bhaja Gauranga Kaha Gauranga Laha Gauranga Namare Yejana Gauranga Bhaji Sayaya Mara Pranare. Worship Gauranga. Chant Gauranga's holy name. And if you do, you become my life and soul. What is the significance? When we seek Krishna Prema by chanting Krishna's name, if we have offenses and sins to our credit, that Krishna Prema will hide from us. Has anyone ever experienced that? When we predicate our chanting of Hare Krishna with the holy names of Nitai and Gaur, then Krishna Prema comes looking for us, knocking on your door. All the offenses and sins flee away, and Krishna Prema blossoms within the heart. And the mercy of Lord Nityananda, who is the original Guru, his divine grace is manifest in the individual gurus who are representatives of the collective Guru Tattva which he embodies. And we can feel the presence of Lord Nityananda in the association of our Guru. And his internal potency is the ability which empowers the disciples to rise to the highest standard of bhakti and experience what every soul has been searching yearning and thirsting for since time immemorial, Ananda, eternally, which appeared in this world today in the birth of Lord Nityananda. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. We'd like to invite everyone to stand to welcome. We're going to have kirtan now for the moving of Lord Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra. Jai Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jai Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jagannath Swami Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga,
Please understand. Not in front of people, always behind, because people are always standing behind.
Next time.
Or during the Abhishek, not in front, because very special time for prayer.
Sorry, Mataji.
Okay? Hey! Very good.